We are live. Friday night hangout. What's up? We'll wait for some people to filter in here a little bit. Miss Cat will be coming in and out. We'll be talking about a few different things today. About some comparison between ours and some other channels. The um, the new logo, the new rebrand of the channel. I want to see what everybody thinks. Let me get my tablet pulled up here. And we got one person here. I'm not sure who it is. Miss Cat, are you the one? That's the only one in here watching right now? No. No. I'm not watching. Okay. Just making sure. New channel. Okay. No. Okay. Just making sure. All right. Waiting for some people to filter in here. Let me adjust this height a little bit. There. Now we got somebody in here. There we go. All right. Make sure you're hitting the chat. Miss Cat will be on and off throughout the evening. Usually more people's filtered in by now. Must be busy on Friday night. We'll wait around. We'll see what happens. It's only been 2 minutes. I just wonder if the rebrand hasn't made it where people, they see Team Resell is live and they don't realize it's me and Cat. Could be the case. What's up out there? Make sure you're hitting the chat here. Give me something to talk about. We got a few. We got Ben W. Rebel. What's up, Ben? Waiting for some people to trickle in here. We're going to talk about a few things tonight. Me and Miss Cat, we're going to talk about our channel in comparison to some other channels where I've been noticing some editing techniques and whatnot. Been, I don't know, hijacked. Say. I feel like since last year, about the time of the reseller rally, if you watch other channels like other flippers, other pickers and stuff, I started to notice that they're starting to get these little transitions between their clips like I do. They're starting to get these little whooshes and these little sound effects like I was doing. And it almost seems like, I don't know. I know quite a few of them watch my videos. But, yeah. He says, I am currently sick. How are you guys been doing? We've been doing pretty well. We've had a few, Lemony Snicket's events, a series of unfortunate events, but we've gotten through it and we've managed to hit a few town-wide rummage sales already for the beginning of the season. We've done pretty decent, so sorry to hear you're sick. We hope you get over it soon. We got 2 or 3 people in here. Make sure you're hitting the comments. Keep the comments going. Like I said, we just kind of stopped in to talk about comparing our channel to some other channels here lately. I watch a lot of these guys, and I've been noticing it's like, I never used to see them do these kind of transitions. I never used to see them do these little sound effects, these little whoosh noises, the little bubble pops, and now all of a sudden the editing is getting really copycat-like of what I do, I've noticed. I don't know. That's what I come on here and talk about, me and Miss Cat. We just want to see what your guys' outlook on it was, if you guys watch these other resellers. Thank you. I'm coughing a lot. Pretty sure it's strep throat. I hate strep throat. Lots of chloroseptic. Well, we've got 5 people in here. Ben is keeping the conversation going single-handedly. Miss Cat will be coming in and out. Of you 5 people, what have you thought about the channel change? The logo change, the rebrand. We're actually, tonight I'll be working on a, well, probably not tonight, it'll be tomorrow now. I'll be working on a new intro for our videos, and then, we got a new theme song now. It'll premiere with the new intro. So I love the new changes. That's good. We've had pretty well positive response to our changes. Yeah, we've had one or two negative comments, and they weren't even so negative. They were just like, don't you think it's kind of gimmicky, or don't you think it's this or that? And I was like, we wanted to change the channel name to something that reflected not just me, but Miss Cat's part of it now. We do this together. It's a team. So we've been adding new stuff to the collection, to the shelves. Our shelves are getting too full now. We're already talking about buying more shelves. Tomorrow's video is going to be a banger for you guys. It's I find some things that I find something I'm really not into at all. I just happen to know enough to be dangerous, and in this case it pays off big time. So you guys for in for a big treat tomorrow. New video. So lots of good finds, lots of killer stuff, and I set a couple really banging items. I think people are busy on Friday night. There's not too many people hanging out in here, but we'll see. Usually the first 10, 12 minutes kind of slow. How much did you pay for power laces? How much did you pay for the power laces from Back to the Future? Are you talking about my Air Mags, my shoes? Mine I got for like $100, but they're the Universal Studio prop replicas that you can order on eBay, and then you go into Etsy and they have a conversion kit where you buy the stripe and the Air Mag stuff and stuff to put on it, make them look like the Nikes. I ain't got $10,000 to drop on shoes. That's how you do those. So get yourself the Universal Studio replicas off eBay, and then go to Etsy and get yourself a conversion kit. You can end up with a pair of good looking Air Mags like mine for roughly $150 or so, with the cost of the shoes and the replica. And the conversion kit. So we got 3 people in here, and I don't know. It must be because it's a Friday night. We go live random nights. It's just whenever me and Kat feel like we got the time, and we don't like to go more than 2 weeks without at least doing a live so we can engage everybody. And there's been a lot of changes to the channel, so we felt like we had some stuff to talk about tonight. Miss Cat, are you going to be showing your face at any time soon? I'm drowning.
All right, babe, hold on.
No, I'm just kidding. There's only 3 people in here chilling right now. Well, there's 4, but yeah. So well, one just dipped out again. I don't know, what can I show off. Like I said, we've been adding new stuff to the shelves. We're working on an unboxing video. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. And my floor is packed with stuff over here from the rummy sales this weekend, so yeah. May not have to be live tonight as much as we thought, dear. There's not too many people hanging out.
What?
I said we may not have to stay live tonight as much as we thought. There's not too many people hanging out tonight. I think it's because it's Friday night. They got better things to do than hang out with us, right?
Well, yeah, you figured it'd be better than Saturday.
Yeah. That's okay. We'll tough it out. I'll talk until I run out of things to talk about, I guess. We usually rely on the chat to keep us going. What's up, David Dorton? Nice for you to stop in there. Me and Miss Cat just thought about going live tonight and hanging out. We want to talk about a few things, but make sure y'all hit in the chat. We can talk about whatever. Are you gonna be doing more collabs with Froggy in the future? I don't know. I don't think so. Like I said, Froggy stays a busy man. He has a toy show coming up Sunday in Indianapolis, and we thought about driving over there, but nah, it's really counterproductive to what we do. We don't spend retail prices if we can help it, and that's what you're gonna be paying at a toy show. But yeah, Froggy's busy. He's got private pics. We try to collab with whoever's got time to collab with us. We collab a lot with the Mojo crew. It's not like we don't try, but a lot of these guys are just too busy, or a lot of them don't like to collab. But me and Kat said it on our lives at least 100 times. The YouTube community is pretty cutthroat. Show me something interesting on yourself. Well, what do we just add to the shelf? I can. I had something here. Here we go. Let's show something interesting that's going on the shelf. How about I show you something interesting that's going to go on the shelf? That's what we got to do. Me and Miss Cat are taking apart the Pokemon shelf as we, currently, because we got this that just come in today. This brand new James in the package. Uh, yeah, I got this on eBay. Got it for a steal, kind of a birthday present. So, yeah, that's going on to the shelf. What else do I have? Something interesting that we added to the shelf is just something small, something simple like this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 cassette tape soundtrack. It just looks cool sitting over here on the shelf. It was part of my uncle's collection. Like I said, you guys will see that in tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video is a banger, so I don't want to reveal too much, but I find like a really rare Grail Hot Wheels car. So, Miss Cat's gonna crash the party.
How many people do you have?
We got 6 people.
That's it?
That's it. Oh, see,
Friday night.
she's disappointed. We, like I said, we get it in where we can. Now we got 7. As soon as Miss Cat get in the picture, baby.
I'm sorry.
Hold on a second here. I knocked over my super shredder.
Hi, Ben with Rebel?
Ben W. River.
Well, yeah, but I figured, is that with or
We
W?
just call him Ben.
Ben.
We on a first name basis with Ben. Whoa!
Oh, shoot. I'm accident prone.
That's okay. I found a screw. Would you like the screw?
Plastic?
Yes.
I'm all rubber, baby. Let's help him.
Chucky, right, Chucky.
We'll play
Ben
movie trivia if nobody wants to come hang out.
Did you hear about the last Ronin? I heard the rumor, and I also heard they were really going to do it. Yes, I've heard that too, and I'm excited about it. See, Miss Cat didn't know anything about it. I just told her. I had actually read the comics. I know the stories, And I know who the last Ronin is. I ain't gonna spoil it for anybody who don't know, but you really should go read that series, and it makes sense who the last Ronin is. It really does. Heart trumps everything. So that tells you anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. It sucks the way that Casey Jones and Leo died, though. Yeah. I will spoil that. They got blown up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He said it's really good. It really is, yeah. Yep. All right. Well, thank goodness we got David Dordan. We got Ben in here keeping the conversation going. Do you have any tattoos, Miss Cat?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have oh, God.
You got that one on your leg?
The big one. 1, 2.
One on your foot,
3,
your wrist.
4. That's it, right?
You got 4?
I have 4.
You got 4. Have you watched the new Fallout series? I'm not familiar with Fallout.
It's supposed to be epic. My friend from work, Russell, he binged watched it. It is so amazing. It's a desolate, city thing.
Like a cursed earth, wasteland type of thing.
Yeah, like a derelict earth. But yeah, so it's supposed to be amazing.
I see. I've never. He says, "Nice. I have 4 as well. I've never played the Fallout games. This just ain't my style. It's too new, so I don't know anything about it. I'm excited about the Twisted Metal. We're ready for the next season of that.
I know, but it hasn't even
They gotta get that going. But it's funny that somebody brought up tattoos because we're currently talking to a tattoo artist over in Marion, which is just a stone's throw away from us. And he's a picker too. He watches our videos, and he's reached out to me a couple times about wanting to meet up and maybe do some trading for some tattoos. And I was like, so me and Miss Cat talked about what tattoos we could get, that we could get together, and we've maybe come up with put James on my thigh with Meowth here where he's kind of half over the thigh, and then put Jesse on her thigh and Meowth where he's half over, where if you put them both together it's Jesse and James, and then the Meowth comes together as one.
I think it's cute.
Yeah, so you might be seeing us get tattooed in an upcoming video before the summer's over with.
Ooh, he's gonna record it?
Oh yeah, I definitely wanna.
I think I took this thigh one.
You took it like a champ, yeah.
I was a lot fatter.
Dude says that. David Doyle says that's awesome. Yeah, so we've been thinking for a while what kind of tattoos we get. And as I'm about past the tattoo phase in my life, I've gotten so many. I did my back's covered and everything. We got Christian Thomas.
Hey,
How you doing,
Christian?
So it takes something really special to get me to want to go under the needle again. And we hadn't gotten a tattoo since the ones on our wrist, the matching ones on our wrist. That was the last tattoo me ever got. And that's been, what?
We got that one early on, when we first met.
Yeah, it's been...
We were just chilling in the apartment,
8
and we
years
were like,
ago.
hey, there's a tattoo place down the road. Let's go get a tattoo.
Yeah. What we got going on in comments here?
But you're the only man's name that I have tattooed on me, and ever will. Other than Striker.
Yeah.
But he's not a man yet. He's my little buddy.
It's amazing. I was like, man, we're gonna tank here tonight. I only had 6 people in here. Then as soon as you jump on for 5 minutes, we're up to 13 people. So
Well, I mean, maybe
it says what it
everybody's getting
says.
home
You
from
know.
work, but I can't be hanging out.
Now,
especially
she's gonna be
in the
cut.
bedroom.
She's gonna be coming back and forth, but
Yeah.
we come in here to talk about some things, and I was like,
What are we talking about?
well, who's Team Resell and what happened to Go-Go Snow? We are Team Resell now. We rebranded the channel, Rojo. Yeah,
Rojo.
yeah, we've had a few people asking. I'm still Snow. She's still Miss Cat. We're just Team Resell. Yeah, yeah.
It's just this year, I'm going to try to make more of an effort because you guys know, if you know us, I'm a full-time nurse as well. So I'm going to try to make more of an effort to be a part of the channel. So ergo team.
Team Resell.
We're going to have a family dynamic going on. So
I just wanted something that, because Kat's been part of this from the beginning anyway, and it was just, the channel was just always my stage name because I didn't know what else to change it to.
yeah, we didn't have any idea.
Right, so I just always just left it at that. Now it's something that reflects what we do here as a team. We resell together, but we buy and collect together.
Oh, I think Mob Nasty.
Mob Nasty is one of our biggest supporters. He is literally usually the first one in the comments on every new video. I recognize you, Mob Nasty. We got you. Closer to all our viewers, Joellen, yes. Yeah. So, let's see here. Bender, I saw you met Kane Hodder. I really want to meet him. My uncle met him years ago, so he's a gentle giant. Kane is cool. He's a cool guy. And see, you don't have all the footage. I just put up some of the footage. We had some really cool conversations with Kane.
Don't reveal anything.
Yeah, you can't
Bye,
reveal
guys.
anything.
I'll be back later.
She'll be back. She's going to go check on the wildebeest for a little while.
Wildebeest.
So what really stirred this live, much love to you too, Mob Nasty. What really stirred this live here is I wanted to ask you guys, do you guys watch these other resellers, and hit the comments, let me know what these other resellers you watch. And, because I've noticed, I watch a lot of these other guys, they're peers, and I always like to know what my competition's doing. Because I don't necessarily look at them as competition as pickers, I look at them as my viewing competition here on YouTube. And but I've been noticing here a lot lately that, I started early on with these, these whoosh transitions, the sound effects and stuff, and I think I've been seeing some people here lately stepping their editing up to almost match mine. Let me know if I'm right on any of this in the comments. 3 people dipped out as soon as you dipped out. You know that, dear? He says,
What did you say, baby?
I said 3 people dipped out as soon as you did.
Call your mom.
He said, that's okay. Rojo says, I saw you on Froggy's channel a while ago and loved your vibe. I've been subscribed and watching your videos ever since. Hey, I really appreciate that. Everybody is, if you guys comment regularly on the videos, I pretty much know a lot of you by name. So appreciate it. A lot of you guys who've been riding from the beginning. Let's see, we got TWDR Studios. Saw you for the first time on Froggy's channel a while back. Had to check you out with all the amazing stuff you had. Yeah, we're adding amazing stuff every day. Every day. We picked up stuff yesterday. We picked up stuff last weekend. I can tell you guys the first garage sale of the season. Very first one of the season produced vintage Kenner Ghostbuster stuff and a Platinum GameCube. I mean, you can't ask for more than that from the very, very first garage sale of the season. Okay, we've got 12 people hanging out in here. Let's keep the conversation going. How is everybody feeling about the Team Resell thing? You guys liking the new logo? You liking the... I'm working on a new intro. I'll be working on it tomorrow. It'll probably be in next week's video. And then we've got a new theme song. If he might stop in here tonight, make sure you check out the Real Life Perspective Show. Sean, he wrote our new theme song. He did it in about 6 hours and he knocked it out. So we're excited to show all that to you guys. Uh-oh, the comments went dry on me. He says, I rock with y'all. Keep doing what you're doing. That's Christopher Baca. Yeah? Yeah, I think it's a good change. Looks good. Good. We've only really had like 1 or 2 negative or less than enthused comments about it. Somebody said it was gimmicky. And yeah, somebody said that it's called a Skid Row or something like that. And I was like, so... I thought Go-Go Snow was a cool name. The thing with Go-Go Snow is it's cool for the rap world where I had that name and that was, it was symbolized because I was white and I could rap really fast. but it had his drug reference too. So me and Kat sat down and we really put thought into this. It's about bringing you guys better content and getting to more people. We have to change the name of our channel to something that maybe YouTube will promote a little more. Nobody's looking up that search term, you know. So we come up with Team Resell because our Team Rocket characters, we love that cosplay so much and we love them characters so much. It's like, well, why don't we just do it Team Resell? I've even wrote us a little Team Resell motto, just like the Team Rocket motto, except it's our version. We'll unveil that at some point. Um, he said if someone ain't got something wrong to say, you ain't doing it right. Hey, they always hate the great ones, right? Let's see, El Tenda. How you doing, El Tenda? Glad to see you stop in here tonight. We got 18 people hanging out. We're going to be here for a couple hours as long as y'all keep the conversation going. I just wanted to come on and rant a little bit about some of these other YouTubers. I've noticed that even though they may still have even though they have a big following, I think they're stealing some of my editing techniques. Not judging, just saying. El Tenda is just picking up some VHS. That's all you pick up, El Tenda. VHS and toys. He got it. He got it like that too. So how you guys been liking the finds in the last few videos? The blow molds, the I can't remember what I found last week. All that Switch game and some other stuff, and that that Christmas clock. We've been trying to add a little more reselling things in there because we do pick up some stuff. Like I've picked up some guitar foot pedals and stuff before, stuff that's small that we know. So we've not niched ourselves completely into the collectibles, but we're trying to add new things. Do those blow molds have some good resale value? They do. They have great resale value. As a matter of fact, if you can get them cheap enough, like I did. But see, we don't sell them on eBay because we don't want to ship them. We have a guy here in town that we give him to him for about 30-40% for a while, and then Miss Cat got to where she was selling them herself on a Facebook Marketplace for about 85% of what you could get on eBay. So yeah, they're really good to mess with. If you have the space and the time to mess with them, they're great flips, great pickups, and they always sell. No matter the subject matter, they always sell. Let's see here. Christopher Baca, learning a lot from you. Shit I wouldn't think had value. Hey, we're learning as we go too. And, in some footage that's coming up here in the near future, I pick up something that I've never really picked up for. I pick it up for $5 and I sell it for 100, and it just sold and it shipped out today. Jim Horn in the comments. Howdy, Jim Horn. I know that, Howdy. You used to be my manager when I worked at a dollar store way back in the day. Is that the same Jim Horn? Rojo says, what is your biggest flip? I've had a couple really, really big flips in my day. I picked up a pair of Balmain jeans for like $5 and sold them for 500. I picked up a Buco motorcycle helmet for like $5 and sold it for like 500. I picked up a record cutter for 100 and sold it for 900. So I've had some serious flips. And I mean, if you've been watching my channel, you'll see that I picked up some serious items like a G1 Optimus Prime for $5. It's like at least a $450 toy. So we got the Pickin' Preacher up in here. What's up, Keith, the Pickin' Preacher? If you guys haven't been subscribed to the Pickin' Preacher, you need to go check out his newest video. His newest video is great. He finds a Switch in the wild for $20 in the box. How do you do that? I found one for $75 and it was my thumbnail, and I thought I was just flexing. And we know why. He's got the Lord on his side. Is that what it is, Keith? Yes, that's the same Jim Horn. Glad to see you're doing well. I'm doing very well. Doing very well. He says they had it priced. That's right. And so you're not the scumbag reseller. I think you might carry a little more favor than me, but oh no, we had that conversation, but yeah. Any tips on drawing more traffic to your eBay, like any algorithm trips like that? I am not the one to ask about eBay. I'm sorry, because like we talk about around here, we are collectors before resellers. I actually just promoted my very first item on eBay just the other day, and I did it by accident because I hit the wrong button. So that's how far I'm behind on how eBay works. Now, if you want to know anything about Poshmark, I'm the king of that, the self-proclaimed king of Poshmark. Let's see here. Some people will still say I should have paid more. Hey, I watched to the end. You went back and paid that lady. You paid up on that PlayStation 4. What more can they ask for, right? You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. He said, "Dude, promotions are great. You can also sell similar to your entire. You can sell similar to your entire store." So I'm going to get into a little eBay a little more. Me and Kat's been talking about it, and since when you guys see tomorrow's video, we've pulled quite a bit of stuff out of a house, true American picker style, and we decided we were going to start listing a little bit more heavy on eBay. So I'd like to get into that a little more. Let's see what else we got going on here. Well, I'm glad to see you tuned in, Jim. If you're still in the comments, Jim Horn is in the comments here, and it's funny. Way back whenever I got out of prison, because I did some time in prison, I couldn't get a job, and this guy actually gave me a job at his dollar store, and I worked there for a while until they got my background check back, and then the corporate got a hold of him, who manages the store, and said, "Hey, you got to fire this guy." And he come and told me, he's like, "Man, I don't want to let you go, but corporate says I gotta let you go." So, and he's like, "But you can finish the day out." Of course, me being like I was being, I was like, "Man, I ain't finishing the day." I was like, "This is crazy. I could have robbed your place blind in the 8-12 weeks I've worked here before you got this background check back, and now you're gonna fire me." But it's nice to see that you're in the comments. How'd you find the channel, man? Let's see what else we got here. Is there some items that are better for Poshmark? I've checked it out, but I'm not sold on Community, two different platforms. Clothing definitely does better on Poshmark. It always has. I haven't ventured into selling hard good items on there yet, but I do know that there's a section of Poshmark on there who does do it, and I have bought some hard good items on there. If you watch our Christmas unboxing video, I bought some video games on there for a steal and a deal. See, the Pickin' Preacher says he does pretty good on clothes on eBay, and see, I don't bother listening to clothes on eBay unless it's like high end stuff. You go to my store on eBay. There's clothing listed, but you're talking $400 and $500 jackets. You're talking $600 jerseys, $200 hoodies. I don't take a lot of mishmash clothes. That's all Poshmark. We have a saying around here: Poshmark pays the bills, because that's where most of our stuff is. Let's see here. He says, but yeah, Posh is definitely more focused. He says, Mob Nasty, that's right, Team Resell. I would have asked for my check and got out of there. That's basically what happened, yeah. He's like, I'm not sticking around, you know. I don't blame him at all. It wasn't his fault, but. Let's see here. El Tinda says, I found a few cassette and VHS that were actually worth something. Hey, in tomorrow's video, here's a little bit of spoiler, because I can give you a little spoiler. In tomorrow's video, I found a VHS that's worth some money. I pick up Shock Treatment, and that's all I'm going to tell you. It's the sequel to Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I was actually surprised at what it was worth. And I bring it home, and I give Miss Cat the, hey, this is up to you. Do you want to keep this or not? And of course, everybody can tell me in the comments what you think Miss Cat said. Are we keeping this, expensive VHS, or are we selling it? He says, any value on recording VHS? I don't know about that. So, I liked your new editing today, Keith. If you if you haven't checked him out, go check out the Pickin' Preacher. He's in the comments. He dropped a new video today. He's nabbed a PlayStation 3, a PlayStation 4, and a Nintendo Switch at the town-wide garage sales, and he tried a whole bunch of new editing stuff, and I like it. I can't lie, I steal some of my editing stuff from him too. So. RCRC says, hi, what's up? Hey, what's up, RCRC? That's a name we recognize. Thanks for stopping in. We just hanging out, shooting the breeze. Miss Cat was in here. She'll be back. She's kind of going back and forth between the bedroom and here. She'll watch a little bit with TV with the Crike, then she'll come in here and hang out with us. We got some heavyweights in the comments. We got Keith, the Pickin' Preacher, in the comments. We've got Mob Nasty in the comments. He's one of our big supporters. He said, there was way more that I picked up, but I already used up all my battery life. Still trying to get better at recording in public. All right, just because it's you and you're not cutthroat in this YouTube community, I will give you a secret on how to. I literally, when I go to a rummage sale, I only turn on my camera when I'm going to buy something. I show it off for a second. I walk back up on the item. I show it off for a second, and then I go and make the purchase. That way I keep my clips down to a minute 45 seconds, 2-minute clips, and then that's just how I make my videos, just adding a whole bunch of those clips together. So that saves battery life, and you don't have a bunch of footage of walking up to garage sales where you don't find anything. So you can try it or not. That's just me trying to help you out. Let's see what else we got here. RCRC says, been here a while. Thanks. Oh, good. Well, good. You've been hanging out, just low-key hanging out like the fly on the wall. Thanks for hitting the comments. So I'm in here giving out secrets on how to be a YouTuber too. So if you're listening, there you go. There's how I do a lot of my stuff. Rick Smithwick. There's another one. There's another name I recognize. He comments on nearly all of our videos. Some real heavyweights in the comments tonight. Uh, what's up, Snow? Been subscribed for quite some time. Love to comment. I know you've been subscribed quite some time. I answer your comments all the time. I know you very well. Yep. James Perkins. That's another one I know. Yep. Just got home, checking in, changed, good brother. Love the new logo. Good. I'm glad. There's only been a couple people had some naysay on the new logo. We love the new logo. We love the new concept. He says, new name, that's what's up. Team Resell, Pablo Esco. Do you collect any music, older cassette CDs? Absolutely we do. In tomorrow's new video, you're going to see where we picked up some CDs. We have cassettes sitting around here all the time. I have a whole case full of, I'll just get it. If you guys hang out for a second. What you doing, dear?
I'm gonna go sleep.
This right here is what I call the gold mine. This is like a treasure trove. Now this cassette case is my favorite cassette case. As you can tell why, it's clearly 80s. That thing is so full, and every cassette in there is like a banger cassette. You're talking your Eminem, you're talking Snoop Dogg, Bone Thugs and Harmony, your Megadeth, you're like your 10, 15, $20 cassette tapes each. This is a treasure chest. So yes, we do collect cassette tapes, VHS, CDs. We are physical media collectors. We like to have the music that we listen to not only streaming, but we want to have a CD version of it in case you can't stream it. We want to have a cassette version of it in case your CD gets scratched. So yeah, we are wild around here. My cassette collection is insane. My CD collection is insane. So is Miss Cat's. I've got my Bone Thugs and Harmony CD collection is off the chain. Okay, we got 23. We got Miss Cat there in the comments. If you guys are in the comments, make sure you say hi to Miss Cat. She's down there. Hey, that Flipper dude. Make sure that's another one you check into. That Flipper dude. He does the lives with Keith on Keith's channel, and he collects some old metal cassette tapes. I found some a while back and been tempted to get them. Super cool find. Been even thinking about getting back into some old punk. Yeah, I can only imagine some of them old punk rock cassette tapes have some value, and they're probably scarce because I don't think I even have any punk, to be honest with you. As I tend to keep a lot of the stuff that's like, pristine, cream of the crop. So good luck with that. That might be a little harder than you think. As it even comes to vinyl, I've dealt with thousands and thousands of vinyls, and you never run across any punk. I can't even think. I've maybe run across one Ramones album in my whole career. So I found Ramones and some thrash stuff like Venom was trash though. See, there it is. We just talk about the Ramones. You never see it. Never see it. That truly is a niche. Pablo Escobar, you got Faces of Death from Bone Thugs? I do not. I used to have the CD, and I lent it to my cousin some years and years back and never got it back. I need to order it. That was back when they were Bone Enterprise, before they were Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yes, I'm very well aware of that CD. That cassette or CD. Crazy Bones track on there called Flow Motion was just insane. I've never heard somebody rap that fast, that long. I don't know. It sounded like he didn't even breathe. Make sure you guys check that out if you're into Bone Thugs and Harmony. Let's see. Hey, thanks for doing what you do, bro. I gotta go eat a late dinner and have a good one, man. All right, Keith. Thanks for hanging out. Great video today. Appreciate you stopping in. Make sure everybody goes and checks out the Pick and Preacher. If you ain't checked out his channel, it's worth checking out. His editing is top notch. I got the Dogfather in cassette by Snoop Dogg. I have the Dogfather cassette right over there too. Yeah, that's one of the first ones. And then I got a Doggy Style too. I got both of those Snoop Dogg ones. As Doggy Style, last time I checked, was like a $35 cassette or more. And I got Bone Thugs and Harmony Eternal 1999 over there. That's a pretty good one too. So what else are we talking about here tonight? Kat, you got any subjects you want to be on? No, she's outside smoking. Classics. You know what I haven't found? I got Machiavelli over there. I think that's the only Tupac cassette I've found in the wild. It's Machiavelli. You don't find a lot of hip hop, so I grab that stuff up when do find it. But people are dropping out on us. We went from 25 to 15. That's okay. As the conversation changes, people dip in and out. Miss Cat's been watching, since we ain't talked about horror movies today in this live, we guess we'll get started on that. Miss Cat's been watching See No Evil and See No Evil 2 with Kane from the WWE. I'd seen them some years ago, and uh, Miss Cat's hit the comments already. Horror, of course. It's like, I already knew. Started without you. uh, yes, definitely, Mom Nasty. Me and Miss Cat was just talking about that today, that we've decided that we wanted to upgrade our Pokemon collection. So we're going to be trying to focus on that a little more. Finding the rummage sales, if we can, we can. But we're gonna. If not, we're gonna be trying to, at least pick up some stuff at toy shows or whatnot. Because I just got this. That's gonna be going on our shelf today. This brand new James in the package. Got it on eBay for a steal and a deal, $35. And I've been looking to get like Ash in the package, Misty in the package, and Brock in the package. Of these the Hasbro Pokemon. So we're definitely going to be looking to add more Pokemon to our collection. It's amazing. Our viewers must be really in tune with us, because that's exactly, we think alike apparently. Back to what I was saying. Cat was watching See No Evil, See No Evil with Kane. If you guys have seen that, the first one's decent. It's all right. The second one, it's got Danielle Harris in it, which helps. But other than that, it's not really that good. I think Kat had the same consensus when she watched it too. But that's about the only horror we watched here recently, isn't it? I think so. Over here in San Diego, they're getting harder and harder to find. I can imagine Pokemon's getting harder and harder to find in general. It's like we don't find much of it out there as it is. I think I found a couple of Pokemon games last year, like at that one rummage sale. I found a Pokemon Yellow, and I hit them ones that I bought on Poshmark. James Perkins says, "Is there a big delay or what?" There probably is. Our internet's not the best out here. We live in the country, so we got the best internet provider we can get. But my mom's in the comments that says you can't let Stryker see that stuff. Yeah, I know. That's why we watch it while he's taking his naps. But anyway, yeah. If there's a delay in there, let me know. I've seen a lot of people dropping out. I don't know if it's because I'm lagging or what the deal is, but we're just gonna hang out here for a little while tonight and shoot the breeze with everybody. But yeah, we're definitely looking to add more Pokemon. That's always a given. We've talked about like focusing more on, like, when it comes to the collectibles, that we're always going to be adding stuff from the rummage sales, but we want to. We want to add a little more to the Pokemon. We want to add a little more, a few more Casey Jones figures and stuff to the Turtles. It's more about just characters that appeal to us at this point. That's rather than collecting just everything. Okay, let's see what we got here. Pablo Esco says no delay here. Well, that's good. Okay. We paid up a little bit for internet service, so it should be pretty good. We told him, he said, "Do you collect any trauma films on VHS or just Toxie stuff?" We have the Class of Nukem High. Miss Cat found it 2 years ago in the Tractor Ninja Show sales, and we had Lloyd autograph it. And I got the poster book, of course, that I had Lloyd autograph, and we got some of the figures. We would love to have more of the Troma VHS. You just don't see it out there. Froggy got lucky and hit a lick here not too long ago. I didn't know he was in the Troma like that. I hit him up immediately. I was like, "Hey, man, if you want to get rid of any of that, let me know." But apparently he was into it, so he kept it all. But aside from getting on eBay and buying it, we haven't really found any. We'd love to find a little cache of it. I guess at some point we may, if we get the extra money to spend, we may get on there and buy like the Toxic Avengers 1, 2, and 3. We might get, a Class of Nukem High 2 and a few other VHS from Troma. But bar not finding it out in the wild, I don't foresee adding it anytime soon. That's more of it for us, is the thrill of the hunt. We're here to find it out in the wild for a steal and a deal. Anybody can just take their YouTube money and spend buku bucks and have the ultimate insane collection. That's not really what we're trying to do here. What else do we got here? James, Rise to the Sky reacts. Flow Motion, Bone, and 3-6 Legends grew up on them heavy. Yeah, Flow Motion's insane. Rise to the Sky reacts. I recognize you from Instagram. We talked the other day. You never did tell me what you wanted for that Switch. We're interested in the Switches. We always are. Mob Nasty says, no delay. You're good. Maybe it's on his end. Yeah, it might be on his end. And yeah, we definitely have to find some more trauma films. Speaking of trauma, if you guys watched our video where we went to the Mahoning, the Traumathon, the guy who runs the Mahoning Theater, this recently passed yesterday. I posted on Instagram and shared it. You know, his name was Jeff Maddox. He was cool. He's in our video. Me and Miss Cat actually got a chance to speak with him, and he was revolutionary in his idea of keeping that theater at 35 millimeter. And everybody told him it wasn't going to work, and it did. And it's like. So it's a shame that he's went on. I hope that they keep that theater going, and I hope that they keep doing traumathon and stuff there. We'll see what happens. Me and Kat was planning a return trip there at some point because if I don't get her another cheesesteak before the end of this year, she's liable to get hostile. So. James Perkins says it just caught up. Okay, that's good. That's good. Stuff Stephanie. I just found. Okay, James Stalker says I just found Stuff Stephanie in the incinerator from Trauma. Wow, I bet it's probably at least a $60 VHS or more. I don't know. I haven't. That's one I haven't even heard of. That's a crazy one there. Pablo Esco 420 tomorrow. Well, every day is 420. Yeah, 420 tomorrow. I don't put that much emphasis on it anymore. It's such a it's such an accepted thing now. It's not even that. It's lost the day itself has lost its relevance. So, yeah. Been trying to cut down myself, if you can't tell. It says Rise to Sky reacts is every day 420. Yeah, that seems to be the consensus. Every day is 420. All 420 really says to me is I'm 10 days away from being 38. That's all that 420 says to me. And then that means I'm 2 years away from being 40. And yeah. Everyone hit the like button. Mob Nasty says, oh, the people are dipping in and out. It's okay. We'll hang out for a little while tonight. We planned on this. Miss Cat will be rolling in and out. If you guys haven't checked all of our social medias, like everything like on our Whatnot's been changed to Team Resell. My closet on Poshmark has been changed to @TeamResell101. My Instagram changed to Team Resell _. Yeah, we are TikTok is @Team Resell. We are Team Resell everywhere now. So. Mob Nasty says, happy early birthday. You got a P.O. box to send you a couple cards. We do have a P.O. box. It's in the link of it's in the description of every one of our videos. Snow and Miss Cat Hartley. Babe, do you remember what our P.O. box number is? It's in the description. I can't remember the P.O. box number. I want to say it's 242. But I can look here. But yeah, I want to say it's 242. Red Key, Indiana. Let me look. All right, the P.O. Box is Snow and Miss Cat Hartley. P.O. Box 242, Red Key, Indiana 47373. It's in the link. It's in the description of every one of our videos. So yeah, if you ever want to send us anything, that's how you do it. We don't ask that anybody sends us anything, but we've had people request it enough times to the point where we went and got a PO box and. Huh?
It's 242.
She's late to the party. We know. We got it. We got guys like Keith over at Vintage Sports Flips. He uses that PO box pretty regularly. Every time I turn around, I'm getting a package from him. So. Yeah, there it is. If you ever want to send us anything, that's how you do it. Miss Cat chiming in from outside. All right. So what else are we talking about here tonight? I was hoping to see Donnie DeChico stop in here. No, we haven't seen him in a minute. He hadn't come in on the last couple of lives. No Donnie DeChico. Got my Shawn Michaels shirt on here. I got from Mojo Cashers. Kind of fits a little a little tight in the chest. Miss Cat likes it. Kind of feels restricting to me. But we've been adding some new stuff. I got some big things. We stopped. I did some trading. I got a buddy of mine named Trill Billy. He likes Scream memorabilia. So if you watch some of my videos, I picked up some vintage Scream stuff and I took it over and did some tradings. I got some I got a Kenner, got the Kenner Ghostbuster, the Kenner Real Ghostbusters. Got the Ghost Trap here with the foot pump on it. This is gonna be in an upcoming video. Maybe got a few other things in this bag of goodies here. A lot of cool Ghostbuster stuff. Pick up some video games from him. He says that shirt is dope. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's like a $400 shirt. Last time I looked, it's a banger, double sided. I'm usually really picky about how crisp and clean my shirts are, but yeah, this one's a little faded. Just perfect. I got it from the Mojo crew. Miss Katz in the comments says, I'm inside, Donnie. Brandon Archer says, I'm better than Froggy. I've heard that a few times. I'm glad you guys feel that way. We try to put out the best content we can. We try to stay relatable to the audience. You know, that's... I've had people hit the comments and tell me to quit trying to be Froggy, and I'm like, I don't even try to be Froggy. So, but thanks, Brandon Archer. Appreciate it. That's a name I recognize. He's one of our loyal supporters. So a lot of heavyweights in the comments tonight. A lot of our big supporters are in the comments tonight. Nice to see everybody in here all at once. Here, where are you hiding?
The bedroom?
You gonna come back out?
Yeah.
I'm trying to lure her back out here. She brings whole new life to the conversations. You're picking the NBA Finals. Man, it's a long shot, and I know it's a long shot, but I think the Oklahoma City Thunder is something to be looking at. I think there's someone to be looking at. I really do. You know, Boston's always going to be in the talks. Philadelphia's going to be in the talks, you know, but I like Oklahoma City. My team got busted out by Klay Thompson, of all people. Man, that boy. He went 0 for 10 on a playoff game. I couldn't believe it. So, and basically cost the Warriors that game against the Kings because the Warriors beat that same Kings team last season. So let's see here. James Perkinson says he's a Boston boy. Oh, you would have liked my outfit last night. Me and Miss Kat's date night. I wore my Salem all over print big Boston shirt. I love my Boston stuff. I got a big gnarly Boston Celtics jacket, don't I, baby?
You do.
Yeah, that Jeff. I got the Jeff Hamilton old school Celtics jacket. It's killer. At Rise, that is a dope shirt. Yeah. They're talking about the Shawn Michaels shirt. Hey, the viewers went up. We've dropped them to 12 without you. You're back in here. We're back up to 16. And you're not even looking at the camera.
Let's talk about something that I want to talk about.
Well, what? Okay, so what do you guys want to talk about with Miss Cat? Because I'm taking a little break. I've been commandeering this show here for the last 48 minutes. Cat can handle it for a few.
I want to talk about horror.
But you got to make sure you're looking at the camera. You look down. You look at the camera.
Okay, well then you have to read my comments.
Who reads my comments for me? I have to look down and then look back up. You know? Here.
Okay, so I just
pampered
watched...
pet.
What?
I said you're a pamper pet.
Oh, whatever. I just watched the what is it?
See No
Evils with Kane.
We talked about it. Yeah.
Did you?
I did. Yeah. I told him that's what you were watching.
I liked them. I mean, I watched part 1 and part 2. If you guys have seen them. How do you take care of nice shirts? He is very, very picky about what he washes his clothes with, how often he washes them, how long he wears them. They have to hang up right away. I mean, he's really just very, very picky. They asked, how do you take care of nice shirts? You're obsessed with keeping them nice, so yeah.
I hand wash a lot of them. I keep wear time to a minimum. If I know that I'm going to be sweating or something, that drastically changes the shirt that I'm going to wear.
I told him that.
Yeah, well, then you have it covered. Very, very good.
But yeah, so anyways, I was watching those movies, and I liked them, but they were, I don't know, the first one, the graphics were, yeah, so.
Special effects.
or special effects, whatever. But the second one was a little bit better because there wasn't as many cheesy graphics. I don't know. I grew up with wrestling, and I'm sure like a lot of you guys are our age. So I mean, it had Kane in it, and I was like, I have to watch it. I have to try it at least and see what it's about. Um, and then what did I watch? It was just horrible. It was so horrible.
What about
Yes,
Natty Knox?
thank you, James. What?
Natty Knox.
Oh, Natty Knox. Okay, so I watched that. I think it was suggested to me on one of our lives, but I definitely checked it out, and it was good.
Daniel Harris and Bill Mosley.
Yes, it was good, but I just felt like being a Rob Zombie fan and watching Bill Mosley, and then what, Chop Top.
Chop Top, yeah.
So I mean, seeing him
Or
do
Otis.
yeah, Otis. I said Rob Zombie fan, but no, like seeing him do those characters in Natty Knox, he was crazy. Don't get me wrong, and he played a good character, but I just wanted him to be stronger. Like Danielle Harris is a survival last woman kind of woman, but she's so tiny, and I'm like, come on now, Otis. That's what I seen, so I don't know. I expected more from him. Who's seen that movie? Like I wonder if we could remember who.
I saw it.
Well, I know, but
I was watching I follow Daniel Harris on Instagram, and they do the Talk Scary to Me podcast, and that's how I find out about a lot of these B movies, and stuff. So
well, and didn't Bill mention it when we were at the horror con? Like he was talking about he was working on.
he might have, yeah. He was also working on a project with Kane. He's
Maybe
in
that's what
he's in that Hayride to Hell too that hasn't released yet. Kane said was going to release this year. He told me that personally, and I took his word. It better come out.
Well, you never know what can happen.
Yeah, sometimes
Like with the Mahogany
productions
that
get
we were
put in
talking
development
about.
hell, and
Yeah.
shelved. So
Or things happen, and it's just sad situations.
make sure everyone likes the chat. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, Miss Cat, she keeps up on the newest horror movies.
I try to.
A lot of
and
times-
I like supernatural movies.
If I ain't, I'm usually cuddling her on the couch behind her, and if the movie's not engaging to me, I fall asleep. And
Okay. All right, I gotta go.
oh, she's got to get out. The wildebeest calls. So Rick Smithwit says I'm back, and hi Miss Cat. You just missed her. She just dipped out. She has to go back in the room with Stryker for a little bit. We didn't send him with Grandma tonight. Like, we'll just do it with him here. A lot of times he'll run in and out. So what's been you guys' favorite find this season that I've showed you so far? Since the beginning of the year. At Team Resell, PO Box, it's PO Box 242, Mob Nasty. Just so you know, yeah. But what's been my best find for you guys this season? I mean, you guys got a favorite? I know we've got a couple, like them Halloween blow molds. Miss Cat was really happy to get those. Well, I've been dropping some pretty decent videos this season so far. You know what the crazy thing is? I can tell you guys this now is like the footage you guys have been watching, even all the way up to this point, is still last year's footage, and I've still got several videos worth of last year's footage, and now we're already recording this year's footage, and it's like we're picking up. We've got quite a bit of footage. Got a lot of good clips stored away it's amazing. Just can't wait to show you. Rick, if you're still in here, Miss Cat's in the comments, and she said hi to you, so you didn't miss her totally. She's just in the bedroom, just on the other side of the shelves here. She's with us in spirit, right? And you know what happens? As soon as she dips out, we lose 5 or 6 viewers. It's like clockwork. I go through this every 2 weeks when we do a live. We got plastic screws here on the floor. So what other YouTubers do you guys watch other than me? I mean, you guys got other kind of content you guys like to watch? How do you guys feel about the crossover content? When we do like the Comic-Con. I mean, the views, I'll tell you what, the views pretty much speak for it, but I'll ask the questions, of course. How do you guys feel about the the crossover content. You know, the Comic Cons, the horror cons, our adventure like the Philadelphia and the Mahoning. Uh, I know that I believe that our core watches those videos, but I know that YouTube doesn't push them as well. I think it's just I do it because I think it's just a nice little change up from the rummage sale content all the time. Because you know, after you watch enough of, I know it's a select group of people that even watch it anyway. Certain people put Cat to sleep. Yeah. Like I always let her watch my video before I release it because then I know that's how the rest of the world could possibly look at it. It's like if it keeps Miss Cat engaged, I think it's a good video. So, um, what are all of your? Okay, let me see what we got going here. Mob Nasty says, P.O. Box 242 in Reiki, Indiana, send Go Go Snow an early B-Day present. Yeah, I'll be 38 in a few days. Uh, RCRC said, what are all of your game consoles? SNES, Game Boy? Okay, all of my game consoles. Let's see here. I got one of the Super Nintendo. I got a Super Nintendo Junior, a Super Nintendo Mini. I got multiple N64s, but my personal N64 is a smoke gray one. I've got multiple GameCubes, but my personal one is this black one back here. I've got 3 Game Boy Colors, I think, which is the Tommy Hilfiger, the Pokemon, and my turquoise one from when I was a kid. I've got a Game Boy Pocket, and I've got a Play It Loud original Game Boy, and I got the Pokemon Center Game Boy Advanced. That's it for my Game Boy games. I've got several. I don't remember what other systems I've got. I've toned down my systems a lot. I've got a Switch and a Wii U and a Wii, and then Retro Rick owes me a PlayStation 5, so I'm waiting on that. Yeah, so we got quite a few systems around here. At one point, I don't have an NES anymore. I got rid of my NES. At one point, I had a Dreamcast, I had an Atari, I had all that. But really, we've just condensed down quite literally into video games that we play when we play regularly. And you know, other than the aesthetic of having the console itself and stuff like the Wii U, I could almost get rid of it because all the good Wii U games they've moved to the Switch, and me and Kat like the Switch. So, but yeah, I try to keep at least what I'm lacking is a PlayStation. I'm waiting for the PlayStation 5, but I would like to get one of them PlayStation 3s, the backwards compatible ones, and then that would eliminate 2 consoles for me. But right now, my biggest focus is my Super Nintendo, and then GameCube. Then N64 would be second, GameCube would be third. That's where my focus all is. I've even considered selling my Nintendo collection, my NES cartridges, and just converting them all into Super Nintendo because I don't even play the NES anymore to speak of. You know, I could play Super Mario 3 and all that. I can on the All Stars on the Super Nintendo, and so yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Ethel Jordan says she loves the Comic Con and Horror Con, all those. We love doing those videos too. I think it's an experience, and it's, and I think that we're building enough of the audience that you guys aren't here necessarily just all for the reselling content, but more about the nostalgia that we find and stuff that we bring. So I think that those, you guys can connect with those a little better, than if we were a full on resale channel. Let's see what else we got here. The vlogs are a vibe and bring closer aspect of what is going on and more interactive of your personalities. Yeah, basically. We like to inject a lot of ourselves into the channel because that's what it is. We're not resellers. We're treasure hunters. We're collectors. We like to have fun, go on adventures. We're just big kids, really. Right, dear?
Yes.
Big kids, really. Is there something you said about somebody who's almost 38 years old and dressing up as James from Pokemon, right? The cat says there's a lot that could be said, but of course not. It couldn't be said by the woman who was dressed up as Jessie at 35, right?
34.
34. Okay, 34 for another month. See, Miss Cat. See, 420 to Miss Cat just means that she's only about 30 days from being 35. Ain't that right, dear?
Give or take.
Give or take, 30, 35 days somewhere in that vicinity. Anywho,
you want a veggie pouch?
Says Game Boy collection looks nice. Yeah. This is one of my favorite. I'll show this off. This is one of my favorite parts of my Game Boy collection right here. Look at that. The Pokemon yellow box. With the instruction manual inside. That's one of my favorite things. Uh, yeah, I got a pretty decent Game Boy collection. My Pokemon game collection is insane. As a matter of fact, I was watching Heck and Steve the other day. I love Heck and Steve. If you guys don't know, his videos are great. But
Yes.
he was talking about how some of these resellers inflate the prices of these games, and he was using Pokemon Emerald for an example. And I was like, wait a minute, how much is this inflated? And he shows me that this is like a, what was it, babe, $200, $300 game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a $200 or $300 game. It's been sitting here on my shelf right here, collecting dust forever and a day. I haven't played it since I got it and beat it, and I found this at a rummage sale probably way back in like 2014, for a buck or two. And I cannot believe what that thing is bringing right now. Pokemon Emerald, it's crazy. Uh, yeah, it's amazing. I tell you what I am missing. I'm missing Pokemon Crystal. That's yeah. I've found that thing in the wild maybe once or twice, but it's always been in a bundle with other Pokemon games, and I always sold it to pay for the bundle, to keep the other ones for free because it was the one that was worth the most at the time. Well, and now it's coming back to haunt me because back then I used to sell it for like $40, $45, which was premium profit way back in the day for a Pokemon Game Boy game. But now it's like a friggin' $100 game. I don't want to spend that much to get it. We was looking at it at Comic Con, and I was like, man, there's no way I'm gonna spend $100 on this game. I would rather spend $70 on this action figure for Cat, that sits on the shelf looking pretty rather than that game. So. There's a hint. Anybody wants to send Pokemon Crystal for a birthday present? That would be cool. Let's see what we got here. Cosmic Sage says, I'm jelly. Hey, you can have a collection just like that too. Just got to get out here and grind. Every one of them Game Boy games I found literally in the wild, except for my Pokemon Yellow and Blue and Red from when I was a kid. And that's why I've got doubles and triples of each one of those up there because I found them all in the wild and I keep them. I'm hoarding them up. My favorite SNES game was Rocky Road, and I guess it was uncommon, but really cool. You get cool different hairstyles as your health and a weapon. Cool. I've never heard of that one. Rocky Road. I've heard of. I've never played it. Let's say that. My favorite game is most definitely Turtles in Time, and then you got Mario World and Sunset Riders. Sunset Riders is a great game. If you haven't played that, I highly recommend that. And then Sparkster is really good, or it's known as Rocket Knight on the Sega. But yeah, those are some really good titles for the Super Nintendo. Let me see if I can pull an underrated classic here. That's not. I won't say it's underrated classic. This is one that's just a total banger. If you haven't played it, you got to play this. Double Dragon and Battletoads. Now I played Battletoads, the Battletoads Battle Maniacs. I've got it up here somewhere, and that's just the Battletoads by himself. And I tell you what, it's not even as good a game. This is a far superior game, So, and the same thing goes with Double Dragon. I played Super Double Dragon, and I didn't like the handles on it, but I like the Double Dragon characters here on Battletoads and Double Dragon. It's amazing how that works. So, the ultimate collab game right here, Battletoads Double Dragon. That's hours of fun. Right there. I'm gonna teach Miss Cat how to play that one of these days, and we're gonna beat it together. Let's see what else we got going here. Cosmic says, I'm working on it. My area is dry at the moment. Well, there's other ways of doing it too. It's like well, I'll give you a sneak peek on a video that's going to be coming in the future, so y'all probably forget about it by then. But I picked up a batch of video games yesterday at a rummage sale for 25 cents a piece and done pretty well on them, as a matter of fact. But what I'll do is now I can sell those games, and I could potentially invest that money into something for my collection and not feel like I come out of it's. I mean, that's the same way of doing it. You flip to pay for your collection. So even when it's dry, you can find ways of doing things. We pick up a lot of games that we wouldn't necessarily keep. We get a big batch of them, take them and trade them in for in-store credit at a game store, and then turn all them $5-6 games into one heavy game. Like that's what me and Kat did here not too long ago. We went and traded in a bunch of games that we didn't care nothing about, and then we turned it into Pokemon Pearl and Lufia and the Fortress of Doom. We probably had, I don't know, $60-$70 and all that stuff that we traded in, and then they gave us enough game store credit to get both of these games right here, which was like $200 and some at the time, I think. So there's ways to enhance your collection. It's not all about finding it in the wild. Whoa, about fell over. I'm drowning.
Babe,
I'm
I'm
just-
watching Striker.
Oh. I'm just kidding, dear. He said that pearl does fire. Yeah. And well, when we done it, I think it's in a video. I think we did it in a video of estate sale versus video game store. If you go back and watch that video, if you hadn't seen it, we initially was going to trade that stuff in, and we was going to sell both of those games for profit. And I was like, then we got them, and I was like, why did I let us get a Pokemon game, and why did I let us get a Super Nintendo game? Because now I don't want to get rid of them, and that's exactly what happened. So, there they sit on the shelves. A couple $100 worth of games that we traded for, and I never did turn into money. That's the fun of it, though. And then me and Kat get to sit down and debrief about. We sit and look at the shelves, and we like, well, we need to focus on this. We need to get a little less of that, and you focus on this. It's fun. Been at this for 65 minutes. We got 11 people in here hanging out. What else did we add here lately? I don't know. Oh, my super shredder got knocked over. We haven't added a whole lot here lately. We added some few little knickknacks up here to our Halloween shelf. We always add stuff there. I don't know. You guys let the comments go dry on me. What am I supposed to do? He says, I work as a machinist, and I've been watching your videos. Dope content. Keep it up, brother. A machinist. So you work on like lathes and mills, stuff of that nature. I used to run CNCs. When I worked at CarTech, it's over down the road here. Me and Kat just got together. We hadn't been together very long. I was working there running a machine. RCRC says, I'm surprised to hear you're still waiting on your PS5 from Retro Rick. How long ago was that? Sorry. November. We was there at his store November 4th. Now, I knew that there was a list of people. There was a waiting list there for a PlayStation 5. He'd let me know that, but he said he was going to try to get me closer to the top of the list. But I also know that, PS5 is really the most modern system out there right now. So people aren't just bringing them in to trade them in all the time either. So I don't know how many he gets, how often he gets them. I'm still waiting. It'll get here when it gets here, I guess. I still talk. I've been in contact with Retro Rick. As a matter of fact, I just talked to him a couple days ago, and he sent me a voice message letting me know about the details of his con so far. So, yeah, because me and Miss Cat are still planning to go do a pop-up at the con, and we're going to be there as Team Resell. So we're excited about that. October. We're going to be making a trip 9 hours to Arkansas to set up at Retro Rick's con. We've never done a pop-up before. We're not qualified to do it. We're just flying with it. We'll see what happens. But I'm not really that vexed about waiting for that PlayStation 5 because, as a matter of fact, the only reason why I wanted the PlayStation 5 is because they finally dropped the release date for Grand Theft Auto 6. And I'm thinking, well, I'll get this PlayStation 5 and be ready, but they're talking it's going to be a couple more years, so it'll be a couple more years before I need it at this point. By then, they're going to have the PlayStation, they're going to have the PlayStation 5, I don't know, somebody told me that they're doing like a deluxe edition or something of it. I can't remember. He says, so he was a CNC operator. Yeah, I used to run CNC. Faro machines, all kinds of stuff. I worked at CarTech. We made big rings. We've been big rings for Caterpillar diesels. RCRC says it's cool. And see, my buddy got a PlayStation 5, and he played that Spider-Man. He said he don't say much about it. Actually, I think he goes back to his Xbox more so than the PlayStation 5. There's not a gang of games I'm waiting to play for, and I want to play that RoboCop Rogue Nation. I guess that's the only thing right now that I would be kind of pissed off that I wish I could be playing right now, because I would knock that game out. RoboCop Rogue Nation, I think that's what it's called. That looks good. So let's see here. When you guys coming to California, Team Resell? Kat's from California, if you could get her to admit it at this point in her life. But we've often talked about coming to California, and it's only because I want to play one game of ball at Venice Beach. I swear to God, that's the only reason for me to even come to California at this point. Me and Kat was there back in 2016. Yeah. I don't know. It's definitely something that would be that would happen if and when the channel blows up. If and when the channel blows up and we have a little bit more budget to travel and do these things, oh, definitely there'd be a trip to California at some point, because I would want to come out there and make a video about going to Venice Beach. I'd want to go and play ball and make a video, about thrifting in California and whatnot. So actually, I would like to go to one of them big old swap meets out there too, because we have flea markets and stuff around here, but we don't have it like they got it there. Them big old swap meets like the Rose Bowl and stuff like that. I'd love to go to one of those one time. So we might get out to California someday. Help our channel blow up, and we'll come to California. That's the only thing I can tell you. Darren Gamey says, I did not know there was a channel name change. Sorry about that, Darren. There's quite a few people who said that, that there's people who's almost unsubscribed, or, I put out a community post. It was kind of abrupt. Me and Kat just thought about it, and it was like, when I'm ready to do something, I just act. It was finally time to do it. So we had thought that Team Resell would be better for people's search terms, keywords. Team and resell, those are two words that people I think would be very good search terms compared to like go snow. But yeah, sorry about that. Glad you still know who we are now. Just because it's a name change doesn't mean anything else has changed. Same great content, still Snow and Miss Cat. Just a new little gimmick, I guess is what they call it, gimmick. Venice, I'm in San Diego. Come to Ocean Beach. I'll drink a beer with you and smoke a blunt, he says. I don't know how far Venice is from San Diego. It's more about just being able to play on that court at Venice. That's really the thing. It's like I have a thing about going to certain places. Like I want to play at them courts under the bridge in New York one of these days, and I'd like to play. I've gotten to play at that one in Philadelphia. We'll get out there someday, hopefully, and we'll have a drink. Darren Gamer says I'll never unsubscribe. Well, that's good. I'm here for the long haul. We're staying in it for the long haul too. Yeah, turn on the notifications. Well, I'm sure that, some people had told me. We had one of our regular viewers, one that I comment and talk to all the time. He's like, I didn't realize it was you. When I seen Team Resell pop up in my notifications, you got to notify on it. It says Team Resell. He said, I almost unsubscribed. He said, I'm glad I clicked it to realize it was you guys. Mario Ortiz says, we're watching you all the way from the San Francisco Bay Area. All right, out there where Danny Tanner and them live. I love y'all's team, the Warriors. That's my team. Sorry that they just got eliminated. So we got Mob Nasty in here. He's from San Diego, and we've got Mario Ortiz here. He's from San Francisco. We got California in the building. Pablo Escobar is in the Bay. Huh?
415, San Francisco zip code.
Oh, the 415.
Or not, the area.
There you go. The 415. Cat says. See, Cat's from the Red Bluff area.
530, baby.
Cat's from the 530. She says. If you're from NorCal, I'm sure you know. We got it's the Bay Area in the building. So we got Mario Ortiz and Pablo Esco, the Bay Area. Mob Nasty's from San Diego. Darren Gaming, he's from, I don't know where Darren's from. We got a lot of people in here. He says, Mob Nasty, Venice is in LA and I'm in SD. He says, Mario Ortiz says 415, whatever that means, babe. You guys speaking language I don't know. Huh?
That's what I said.
Oh, that's what you said? Okay. Darren Gaming said, I almost unsubscribed from Linus Tech Tips. I knew that move to his old office was a joke. Oh, he says, do you have local pawn shops? I visit mine, and they're always old video games. Darren Gaming's from Illinois. We got a lot of people from a lot of different places here tonight, boy. Let's see here. We don't have local pawn shops around here like we used to. There used to be one in the little town over here called Portland. It's not there anymore. Mob Nasty says 619. It must be the San Diego. Yeah, we don't have a lot of the pawn shops around here. Now there are some over there in Muncie, and I guess maybe one of these days, if we ever get to where we kind of need some fresh change in content, I would like to go over and check out and see what the vintage video games look like in some of them pawn shops. As I've seen Phoenix Resell get some deals in there, and I've seen some other people get deals in pawn shops. So it's not like you can't go in there and source. Mob Nasty says Southern California. So Mob Nasty's from SoCal, Miss Cat's from NorCal. We got the fortune of going hanging out there a few years back in Red Bluff area, Eureka. Yeah, I got to drive across the Golden Gate Bridge and all that fun stuff. Um, yeah, that's a story for another day. We got 13 people in here. We've been at this for about 74 minutes. We usually try to keep these lives at 2 hours or under, but as long as y'all are keeping me going, we'll stay with it. We got 16 likes. It's all right. We got an overwhelming number of people from California in the chat. So we got that West Coast support in here. So if you guys are on the West Coast there and you're doing, I mean, you obviously watch this kind of content, so you're into this stuff here. What kind of finds are you guys finding out there in on the West Coast? You know, I've heard that the prices in California, I've heard that the West Coast prices out there are awfully high. I've known some antique guys around here who've come and talk. I've talked to them. Like, they have a spot here in Red Key, and then they drive to Florida or California or Boston during the summer or during the winter time, and they take all this inventory they get here in the Midwest real cheap, and they take it to the West Coast or to the East Coast and sell it for 3 or 4 times what they can get for it around here. So I can only assume that if you can get that much out of it on those coasts, that the price has got to be high out there. Let's see. We got Jose Antonio. Hello, team. Jose from Brazil. We got Brazil in the house. We've had a lot of people from Brazil. We've got people from the UK and Ireland. It's great. So definitely some love from Brazil. We got Ontario, Canada. RCRCs from Canada. Make sure you're smashing the like button. Fries and gravy. Everyone hit the like button. That's a Canadian thing, right? Fries and gravy. I've only ever heard that term because of the movie Super Bad, when they pull over them, Super Bad, Super Troopers, when they pull over them stoners in the beginning, said, "Oh, we're heading up across the border to Canada to get some fries and gravy." So it must be a Canadian thing, like in England they got bangers and mash. Miss Cat, are you fixing to make another appearance?
Yes, I'm coming.
Uh-oh, Miss Cat's coming back. She can show that California love.
What?
California love.
California.
I was fortunate enough. I'd never been, my dad was a trucker, so luckily I got to see a lot of the East Coast, going trucking rides with my dad, but I never really seen much past Mississippi, that direction. I mean, we went to Texas as a kid, but I don't really remember it, but I got the fortunate event to go see California with Kat and her dad, and that was
a blast.
That was something interesting. Yeah, you get to see
the trees of mystery.
We went to the trees of mystery. The only thing I didn't get to see that I really wanted to see was the Hollywood sign. Yeah, but I did get to see Vegas, and we had a blast in Vegas.
Oh, we did.
I remember Vegas.
Fremont Street.
Oh yeah. Well, we got. He said, Mom Nessa says, I got a PSA 9 base set Charizard for $1,200. That's my biggest investment. Oh man. I had, if you go back and watch my early videos when I sold my Pokemon collection, I had that Charizard too, and he was grade worthy. When we talked about upgrading our Pokemon shelf, I thought to myself today, I was like, maybe I should get into Pokemon cards again. But the thing about having the Pokemon cards is you can't display them,
Yeah.
I would spend the $1,500, $2,000 if I had it to get my original set back, but it's like, you can't display it. Where's the fun in that?
That was like one of your first videos.
It was early on. I sold that's the story here. I sold my Pokemon cards to start this channel, basically, so I could have funds to start the channel, funds to buy the new tablet and things that I needed to edit, and the stuff I needed for my GoPro. That's what that's what makes it so hard about my Pokemon cards. That's why I actually miss them, because I did care about them, and I worked so hard to complete the base set 1, base set 2, jungle, fossil, the baby Pokemon, the Black Star promos. I had it all, and yeah, but you gotta, sometimes it's for the better, right? You got the bigger picture to look at.
And I mean, honestly, I think that you're gonna have a chance to find those again.
Yeah.
You're an amazing hunter, so.
Well, I'll never find them like that again. This was way back in the day when Facebook Marketplace was early. And I had taken a picture, and I just posted a picture of all the things that I liked. I just put a bunch of random shit.
An ISO.
In search of ad, yeah. And somebody hit me up, says, I got a whole bunch of these Pokemon cards and need money, da-da-da-da. And I show up there, we come up to a price. He's got everything I basically just told you. I bought the whole set. and he had my Pokédex, which is sitting right up there. It was included, and I bought the whole set from him at the time for $200. And what I did in order to keep that set was they had like the gym trainer set and they had the Team Rocket set, which he had included. So I sold the gym trainer set and I sold the Team Rocket set so I could keep everything else for free and that Pokédex. So
Yeah.
yeah. Well, Miss Cat's gonna take a. He says you need to come to SoCal to see that Hollywood sign, man. All for that picture. I want that perspective picture where I look like I'm holding it up. Yeah, but and I wouldn't mind at least cruising down Rodeo Drive one time.
Rodeo.
I'm from Indiana.
Rodeo.
I'm from
It's
Indiana.
rodeo.
I'm from Indiana. It's called Rodeo.
Okay. Well, what's Louisville called?
Louisville.
Louisville.
My dad always called it Louisville. So it's there was always a joke.
Louisville.
How do you pronounce the capital of Kentucky? Is it Louisville or Louisville?
I don't know. Louisville?
No, it's Frankfurt.
Oh shit! Crap! I mean, well, Oh, I can't believe I fell for that. He's lame.
What are people saying?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm just reading. Where are you going?
I am taking a quick break. You guys need to keep Miss Cat talking here.
Why do you get all these breaks? I'm supposed to be.
You've been taking long breaks. You get to come in for 5 minutes, show your pretty little face, and dip out. I gotta keep the conversation going. What's up, man?
Who, me or Snow? Because no, can't keep the basketball spinning on my finger if that's what you're talking about. Cali is hecka expensive. Yes, Pablo. It is, but I was there in the 90s and I grew up there. I was born and raised, and it was expensive, but it was worth it. Like, it was beautiful, and it was home. Now it's like, what?
People sleeping on the street.
Yeah. I mean, people have been sleeping on the streets forever. If you've been to San Francisco, what is it called? In San Francisco, what's that called?
What?
Like where all the homeless are. I know it, obviously.
Tent City? Skid Row? I don't know.
Skid Row, maybe? Skid Row? Tent City? I can't remember. But no, I don't know.
Tell RCRC no, I can't spin a ball on my... I can, but not like a Harlem Globetrotter for an extended period of time.
Yeah, so no, he can't. Live! I love messing with them. Tenderloin. Ooh, that does sound good. With some mustard. Now, that's an Indiana thing. Being from California, I was like, okay, pork chop. Tenderloin, though, it wasn't really that big of a thing. And here it is. So, and it's good. I mean, I'm not... Made Rights is the Indiana thing.
That's
Pizza
an Ohio,
King,
Ohio thing.
or Ohio thing, whatever. Same difference.
It's right down the road from
right
us,
on the
though.
border. Yeah, but we're kind of Indiana, Ohio, babe. We're literally close.
Well, yeah, we're about 20 miles or so from Ohio at any given time.
Skid Row is Los Angeles. Is San Francisco.
13 people, 19 likes, 90 minutes in. He says, no, Tenderloin is the place in San Francisco he's talking about is the homeless spots. No, that place is where homeless people are.
Tenderloin? Really? I didn't remember it being called that in my high school era. Tent City does.
Is that hand chair from Spy Kids 1? I don't know. I've never seen the Spy Kids
Oh, I
movies.
love Spy Kids.
Do you remember this chair in it anyway?
No, that's the thumb. Who plays him? The TV character, Mr. He has thumb puppets, and they're evil, like, thumb robots. But, I mean, it probably, but I feel like this is probably from, like, the 60s.
This is mid-century. Well, this is
this is from our place, like, our...
We found this at the Tractor Ninja show.
in one of our videos.
No, this is before we started recording.
Oh, babe, that would have been fine.
Yeah, it was $15. Got this thing for, and it was a steal. It's worth. I've been offered $75 from it from a local guy, and I'm not getting rid of it. So yeah.
No, that's his chair.
But the rumor was that this is made out of recycled material. That these actually were produced here local by a plastic factory, and what they did was they took recycled material in collaboration with the landfill and made a bunch of these chairs in several different colors. It was the story I was told. So, Oh Jeezy was the little kid in the movie just playing. Oh, I don't know what that is. Who Oh Jeezy was a little kid in. He says just playing. Yeah, I've never seen Spy Kids. I don't know anything about it.
He's the guy. The guy. Okay, it's gonna drive me nuts.
She's
You know
gonna
me.
go
Well,
to the
you
Google
know
machine
me.
now. It's gonna drive her crazy until she figures it out.
Cause I know him.
She's going to the Google machine. But no, I love this hand chair. It's like it was. I spotted it in this dude's yard, and he was like, I was like, "How much for the chair?" He's like, $20.
Alan Cumming.
Alan Cumming. I don't know who that
Yes,
is.
Alan Cumming. Floop.
Fegan Floop.
Yeah, you don't know who that is.
I don't. I don't know the movie. It's like
No, but I mean, this dude has played on other things.
not that I'm aware of.
Here, I'll go to show you, man.
But I holler at this dude from the car. I was like, "Will you take 15 for it?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, I don't have room in the car. Can you just set it up here in the back of your truck or something with a for sale sign? With a sold sign until I come back and get it." And he did. And by the time I come back at the end of the day, he's like, "Man, you don't know how many people stopped and tried to buy that thing out from underneath you." And it's like, I'm glad you saved it for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You remember that?
Oh yeah, I was with you.
Yeah.
Romy and Michelle's high school reunion.
I've never seen it.
I think he was the helicopter dude that like flew in. He was like the nerd one.
Goose from the One Dance movie was in Spy Kids. I don't know who that is.
Goose from the One Dance movie.
I had no nostalgia from Spy. I have no recollection of it. I don't know a thing about it. It's like, and for whatever reason, I'm thinking about the Shark Boy and Lava Girl for whatever.
Oh
It's
my
like,
god, no, that was
it's
like
like-
a wannabe Spy Kids. Okay?
but it's like it's
Don't be hating.
Step Up 3D.
Oh yeah, see, I maybe watched Step Up 1.
I don't
I
know.
gotta check the
I've never
camera.
seen Step Up.
See what Striker's doing. I got. Thank goodness for cameras.
Spying on the crate.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Where's he at? Our crite's running loose in the house.
Striker,
He's fine.
where are you? Why are you? You were on the floor.
You're a little Meowth.
Yes.
Are you Meowth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't come over here. You don't have a shirt on.
No. You have a big beer belly.
It's not a beer belly. It's a Buddha belly.
Buddha
Because
belly.
he's a toddler.
I know.
All right, mommy just wanted to make sure that you were okay.
Sorry.
Why aren't you in your bed?
I got poop.
I don't think he has to, but we'll see.
I don't think he has to either. We probably poop a lot around here.
Mommy's gonna go on a potty run. We're gonna keep this going here for maybe another half hour or so, and we'll get out of y'all's hair. It's been fun tonight so far. Definitely had easy time keeping the conversation going so far. Ain't really got a lot new to update. I mean, well, we try not to make too many changes all at once. So I figure we'll keep it, change the logo, change the channel name. This week we're going to put out a really banging video. Next week you'll probably guys get the new intro and the new theme song. We're really excited about the new intro and new theme song. I mean, that's something I can ask you guys about, since I know that, you guys in here are core followers. Do you think our theme needs to be shorter? The little montage and the theme song we have right now. I keep it at like 32 seconds, and that's what I cut the theme song for. So, but I could make the intro shorter if need be. Who did the logo? That's amazing. Does it look good? Does it look professionally done? Because Miss Cat did the logo. That's the thing. Miss Cat did the logo. Miss Cat does all the thumbnails. I edit the videos. I shoot the videos. I write the screenplays when we do when we do something like the Team Rocket video, of course. I write most of the dialogue. But yeah. Miss Cat basically is our graphic designer. She makes all the logos and all the thumbnails. She's good. It's one thing that I don't want to deal with. I don't like it. I have created a few thumbnails. If you go through if you guys go through my backlog there's 2 or 3 thumbnails I've done. One of them's okay. The rest of them are far inferior to Miss Cat. Let's see what else he says. You guys do it all, yeah. Well, we kind of take inspiration. There's Tucker and Sammy. If you guys don't know, watch Tucker Upper and Tucker Upper. He's a YouTuber. That's where we try to mix our vlog style videos with our resell, but we want to be more heavy resell nostalgia thrift, but we want our vlog style to be mixed in it. But then on top of that, we look at Tom McDonald, and he's a rapper, and his girlfriend Nova. Um, he writes, he raps, he does that. Then his girlfriend records, and she does the editing process, and it's like, it takes a team to do it. And then we've got people who come in to help us sometimes, like Chris, Heartland Vintage, or Chris Page. You guys check him out here on YouTube. He's come and helped do camera work for me before on some of our trips. My buddy Tyler's, he's come along and helped. He's in tomorrow's video. I said it takes a team to do it. Let's see here. Your editing's getting better and better. Yeah, I keep trying to improve on it. Like I said, I watched the Pick and Preacher. That dude, he has some really cool editing techniques, and then I've picked up a lot of stuff on my own. It's funny because me and Miss Cat had a date night last night, and we were watching music videos like we usually do when we have our date night. And we were watching "I'll Do Anything for Love, but I Won't Do That" Meatloaf, his music video, because it's a great video. It's a rock opera. And at one point, he's looking into his cup of wine or coffee, whatever it is, and he sees this reflection of a woman in it. The woman he's singing to in this video. And I told Miss, I look at her, it's like, I look at things with an editing eye now. I was like, hey, I could do that little trick. I could really actually make it look like you're in a coffee cup. And I broke it down to exactly how I would do it in a practical way. So I'm getting really good at this editing. I'm starting to see things through a filmmaker's eye, I guess I would call it now. Like when I did our Team Rocket cosplay video, I sat and actually wrote down scene for scene, camera angle, cut to this, cut to that. It's written down over here in my book. And that was my first attempt at ever writing a screenplay. I guess that's what you would call it, or a short. So, and I'm currently working on one to go with my Forrest Gump Cortez's, wink wink. So if these are a certain pair of shoes worn by a certain movie icon that I might make a skit about. Let's see here. Your comments fire. Keep doing your thing. We're trying. That's the one thing that you can count us for. We don't deviate. I'm going to keep releasing our vlog videos, whether they tank or not. I'm going to keep doing what I do because eventually it's going to catch on. And if not, and at this point I'm doing it for fun anyway. We like to watch the videos, so. We like to watch our own videos on our big TV. I go and watch our Team Rocket video at least once a day just because I like the editing on it. So it's my favorite video at this point.
Daddy, you know why.
Yeah. He says, "Run, Forrest, run." See, great minds think alike. There's a skit, but I was thinking more along the lines of, when she gave me the greatest gift anybody ever gave me, and then cut to that scene where I just felt like running. But I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. We'll get it. Let's see what else we got here. He says, Cortez is crazy. Your collection is dope. From the OG WWF shirts to the games and everything else. Much love, Team Resell. Oh, yeah. Timbo says, appreciate you, Snow and Miss Cat. Love the content and appreciate your consistency, boss. Hey, that's what. We try to stay consistent, man. That's the thing,
Nothing but consistent.
Right. That's it. And I'm constantly trying to bring you guys the best quality content. No filler, no garbage, no pots, pans, no DVD combos, no knickknacks, just cool stuff all the time. And I try to keep the videos flowing at a speed that, it's not boring for everybody. I watch this stuff. I watch this stuff to the point where it's like I don't even watch regular cable. It's usually YouTube all the time. And I have so many people in my subscriptions that I watch, I keep up on this, I see what they do wrong or what I feel is boring about their channel, so I try to cut it out of mine. Let's see right here. So we try to stay as consistent as possible. He says, where are y'all from? We are from Indiana, Timbo. Just to answer that question, he said, right, okay. Do what you do, Snow. Keep your chin up. Never give up. Yeah, I don't give up. I'll just, like I said, we do it for us. And if everybody enjoys it, then that's a plus too. Right, dear? Mm-hmm. Nobody likes watching our videos more than we like watching our own videos. It's almost vain, isn't it?
Not really.
No.
We just have fun doing it, and it's memories, babe. It's our VHS tapes. There you go.
Yeah. And actually, me and Kat have talked on a couple of lives, and to the point where we'd like to look when our if and when our channel blows up, and we get some some more money flowing through. We'd like to find somebody who could put our uh, videos on DVDs, something like the Angry Video Game Nerd has done and stuff like that. Just because I like that, I'd like to have physical copies of them because hey, I'm still that's just me. If the world shut down and there's no grid and there's no YouTube, how am I ever going to watch my own videos again? I got a generator and a DVD player. I need my stuff on DVD. Ain't that right, dear?
Yes.
Mom Nasty said, I love watching your videos. That's good. And it's like, we love making them. Sometimes it's making the videos themselves isn't a headache, and I get a certain kind of enjoyment now out of editing the videos and elevating how good my editing gets, which is really what started this video today. Is I've started to notice here that there's other resellers, pickers and flippers and things. I won't name names and punching and I've noticed that people are their videos are starting to look more and more like mine, and I can't help but think that didn't start taking place until about the reseller rally of last year. You might, if you guys watch these other people like I do, let me know if that's just me or if
We're not going to be invited back.
you don't think we'll be invited back.
No.
I call it like I see it, and I want to say it without saying it. And I can't say it's just my style because I've picked up things from other people on YouTube as well. That's just how it works. But it just seems like I was the only one for a certain period of time doing things like I was doing it editing wise when it comes to these garage sale content, and now all of a sudden, I've starting to notice a pattern here of other editing techniques that were solely on my videos are now starting to pop up in everybody's videos. Let's just say it like that. Let's see here. Hell yeah, as long as you enjoy it, brother, all that matters, and it's all memories in the making anyway. Absolutely, Timbo. That's part of it. Like Miss Cat found that Return to Nukem High VHS over there. So what we do, we could have sold it for $75 because that's what it's worth. No, we took it and we met Lloyd Kaufman and he signed it for it, and we made a memory out of it. Now it's in my and now it's in our shadow box. Same thing goes with our sleepaway camp that Miss Cat found. We went and met Felisa Rose and got it autographed and attached a memory to it. It's like, that's what we do with a lot of these items, I don't care what it's worth. Like we've discussed, like I follow the chick on Instagram who does the voice for Jessie in Pokemon. I've considered reaching out to her about maybe mailing this damn figure to her, getting her to sign it and send it back.
Yeah, we like autographs. And we like meeting the people.
Okay, RCRC says, I watch Flipping Junk, lots of good information, stuff to look out for. I might have to look into them. Darren Gaming says, if the whole world shut down, we go to Mars. Oh, I don't know. I don't think we can get past the firmament to get to Mars. So if the whole world shuts down, I think we're just stuck. Miss Cat's back. Waiting for the viewers to jump back in here now once they realize she's back on the... So, they wanted to know who created the logo.
Me.
You?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
She's
It took me
patting herself on the back.
No, whatever. I like it because I looked at it as what sticker I would like.
Yeah, stickers to be coming soon. Yeah.
Yep.
She spent quite literally like 4 hours that day making that logo, and then another couple hours on top of that making the end screen for our YouTube. At the end of our video, when it pops up, the 2 videos that you might want to click to, she made a custom end screen for that too, which took a couple hours. It's like, Miss Cat does all that work and all the thumbnails, So yeah.
And like wound nursing, I'm not certified, so it takes me a while. But I picked it up.
It's not that. It's just she has to have everything. This is perfect. I'm like, what did you change? What did you say? I changed a little white line around it. What white line? I didn't see it the first time.
It was driving me nuts.
So she was micromanaging, but yeah, it's okay.
Okay, Martin Scorsese.
Well, I'm not I would be a tough director to work with. I think I probably would.
It's like working out with you. Just like I like everything just so imperfect, you have a vision.
Well, yeah.
I like to see it.
That's it. I've heard of tough directors, and I'd hate to think that James Stalker just donated $20 in the super chat. Hey, super chat says just as you were ending the last live, so I wanted to get in before you leave this time. Thanks again for another fun night. You two are awesome. That's great.
Aw.
I know, man. I saw that as soon as I told Kat. I was like, he just. I think it was a $10 super chat. I said he just hit us with a super chat as soon as we signed off.
Yeah,
I felt terrible.
I
So,
know.
um,
We appreciate it.
yeah,
Though.
that's great. Thank you. Uh, Oh, Patrick Murphy's in here. We know Patrick Murphy. We got Kat got to sit on the front of a riverboat and smoke a cigarette.
Yes,
Patrick Murphy.
I
Thank
did.
you. So nice to stop in here. We see him over there in Ken SSK promos live all the time. It's Ken versus 10. So good to see you, Patrick. Thanks for stopping in here. We're gonna be on here for at least another 20 minutes. So uh, try to keep Miss Cat in here as long as we can. Let you get your $20 worth there, Mr. Stalker.
I put Stryker to bed.
Oh, he's
So,
in bed?
yeah.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, Miss Cat's here for the rest of the time.
Mhm.
Smoke him if you got him. That's right. That was the one thing that was really hard for me about that riverboat was like the social situation. Everybody could lump up together for social to have a cigarette or something. It's like, I didn't have, so I'm just kind of standing there waiting for her to get a cigarette. I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing here? Feel like the third wheel. You know what I mean?
I didn't think that you felt like that because everybody was just so friendly, like especially down in the smoking area.
Well, it's just you know everybody's there smoking. They got something to do with your hands, and you're standing there like an idiot with your hands in your pocket in
Yeah.
the smoking section. You know, it's like it brings back that feeling. Like, man, I wish I was smoking something, just so
No.
you can be part of the in crowd.
I know.
Some of the cool kids. No, it's all right. Man, we was just talking about the reseller rally. Kat says we may not be invited back
I
next
know
year.
because I don't know. We might not be.
It's
but this
okay.
is nothing against John.
Oh
Nothing,
no! What we're
nothing.
just, and it's nothing against anybody. It's just it was
No.
like I felt like I always had to say. I just felt like I had to say something. It was like I just noticed that I'm doing these certain editing techniques, and I'm seeing them pop up on other channels, and they didn't went popping up on these other channels until after I met these people at a certain
It's
event.
because they're watching your stuff now and they're liking what you're doing, so they're
Mm-hmm.
they're just
Smokers always have cool conversations. Yeah.
we do.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. And it can go anywhere. It can go from like horror movies to like concerts to just like
What brand of cigarettes do you smoke?
Yeah,
how much of your cigarettes are packed nowadays?
you know, my wife's at home and I fly out here or come out here for every reseller rally and you know, I mean you get to know people. I don't know. It's fun.
We've got 13 people in here still hanging out. We've had a high of 25. It's been fun tonight. Time's flown by again. It's etiquette. What's that? Etiquette. I don't have very good etiquette. That's something.
Right?
That's something.
Smokers etiquette.
Smokers
What?
etiquette. Yeah.
It's like nurses etiquette. What? That conversation went where? But it's fun.
We've had people in here. A lot of people from California in here tonight. We've people from
Yeah.
Illinois. We've had people from Brazil. It's been eclectic
Did
night.
Donnie show up?
No Donnie DeChico again.
Donnie Artichico.
We got people in here from Ontario, Canada.
Oh,
Yeah,
Canada.
the Great White North.
What is that?
What?
That word that I love that they say. I watched the show and she was
Eh?
like, no.
From Saskatchewan, eh? Is that from Grown Ups too, right? Grown Ups. The guy from Canada, the muscle guy, come over trying to hit on their old ladies.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, I'm talking about the one off of Eat Cake or Is This Cake? That Canadian. She was like, oh, that totally came out Canadian.
Oh, I don't
She
know.
did, oh, I loved it.
Lucian,
I like accents.
Canada is Metal Music Central, like Cannibal Corpse. I think Cannibal Corpse is a Canadian band, maybe. I think. I'm not.
Cannibal Corpse.
I think so. I'm not sure, but
It sounds vicious.
you might have to let me know. I'm pretty sure. Let's see what here. Lucian Bishia, is that how you say that? Lucian Bishia, jumping in late. Did you notice Pete, the Craigslist hunter on the boat? He has a decent content on his YouTube channel. Yeah, I noticed him. I didn't know who he was at the time. I don't really watch his content too much. I have watched it though. Yeah. I've got.
Craigslist hunter, like that is scary. Because,
But yeah, but he's not so much the Craigslist hunter anymore. Craigslist isn't even so much of a thing.
yeah, I know
now,
but like we come from the era where like that Craigslist has a bad name.
I used to find pretty good stuff on Craigslist back in the day too.
Yes.
But like my Larry Bird over here, my big tall Larry Bird cardboard cutout was a
Craigslist find?
was a Craigslist find in the ghetto of Muncie for $10, and it was, I mean, it was sketchy, but it was Larry's on the wall.
$10.
$10, yeah.
Those kind of fines. Could you imagine that now? No.
That's funny. The Craigslist killer. I knew that's where Kat was going. I think that's what she thought of when it comes
Patrick,
to
that's, I mean, honestly, as a woman, you know, like, I was buying things off of Craigslist. I was renting houses off of Craigslist when I was, like, in my early 20s. And now it's like, I wouldn't even, no.
I don't even sit around on Facebook Marketplace deals or anything. We go out together on Facebook Marketplace deals because we've only started doing that within the last year. You guys are going to see that coming up. Audio is having some issues now. Some clipping. Is a TV on in our bedroom by chance?
No.
No?
It's probably my phone.
That's okay. You got the Christ TV on now. We turned on an extra TV now,
TV
so
is not on.
Patrick says good on his end. What gas prices out there like? Right now, I think I just paid I think it was $3.89 a gallon. $3.89 a gallon.
Did you really?
In Ohio? Yeah, that's what we paid the other day when we put gas in the truck when we was in Fort Recovery. Yeah, $3.89 a gallon. Just in Fort Recovery, Ohio, the other day when we went rummy selling. Patrick Murphy says good on his end, so I'm not sure if the audio's clipping out. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's weird because.
What's the gas prices like in California, Pablo?
Oh, yeah.
I can only imagine they're high out there. I can only imagine.
Oh, my gosh. AM, PM. In-N-Out. Gosh. Hey, I want an In-N-Out burger, so go ahead and just send me one. I'm just kidding. It won't travel good.
I don't know about Canada being metal central. Bring Me to the Horizon is amazing metal, multiple genre bad. I've heard of Bring Me to the Horizon. That's not the kind. I don't really listen to that much rock music anymore.
We used to though.
We used to listen to quite a bit, but yeah.
Christian rock was big. Ashes Remain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
He says Cali is $5 a gallon. That's crazy.
That's not really. I thought it was about that when we went. Like.
I don't remember what it was back in 2016. I know it wasn't that high.
It was pretty.
Inflation wasn't like it is now. Striper, that's a Christian rock band. I actually just found some Striper albums in a video here not too long ago and sold them to Froggy Flips. Froggy bought my Striper albums.
I was gonna say, where did?
Yeah.
Fountain City. Yeah.
I can't remember where I found them.
It was close by there.
Yeah.
Richmond.
Yeah. Someone in vicinity. Yep. Yeah, I had the white vinyl Striper album that Froggy bought from me. That was a cool one too. Yeah, they were mint condition. She likes Ashes Remains. What's the other one? The big popular one I can't think of now. Skillet. Skillet's a Christian rock band. Yeah. POD. But see, I was never the biggest POD fan. Youth of the Nation was, and even then that wasn't that great to me.
Oh, I love that song.
So we got 66 Samus is in Canada, also Jared Dines and Spectre Sound Studios.
Boy George.
Not familiar with none of that.
Isn't he from Canada? Where is he from?
Boy George?
Yeah,
I don't know where he's from.
That's all I know.
Drake's from Canada. Drake's from.
Yes.
Yeah, Toronto.
We had to look up. What was that on his song?
Thoughty.
No, not Thoughty. What those housing is called?
Yeah.
Way too hot or way too sexy.
Metro Housing.
Metro Housing.
Metro Housing. I was like, wait, what is he singing about Metro Housing? I guess that's like, government housing in
Canada.
Toronto, yeah. She's too sexy for that Metro Housing. Diamond popped out, almost swallowed 60,000. Let's see here. Patrick Murphy says, I can't say I did Christian rock, however, dig me some hair metal. Hey, we don't mind no hair metal in here, dude. Yeah. Like I said, Kat was listening to Meatloaf on our.
Kat listens to Meatloaf every day.
On our date night, and it's Motley Crue. We've been listening to a lot of Alice Cooper lately.
Dramarama.
That's
Alice
more than
Cooper has been like big.
I've been I don't know why. And I've been listening to some Kiss lately too, but the unmakeup Kiss, the Heavens on Fire Kiss, and I didn't realize that I'd like that stage of their career until here recently.
Yeah.
I did.
Yep. He's telling the truth, and I'm like, what?
You know, I had Detroit Rock City. I had, you know, I always knew the Kiss, the Love Gun Kiss, the Detroit Rock City. You know, but I never really listened to what I considered the uncool Kiss when they took their makeup off. Everybody jumped off the train they were old then.
The uncool.
That's what it was. You know, it's
It's like Bon Jovi when he came out with his what Born in the USA.
no, when that was the one where he's wearing them black sunglasses.
Yeah.
It was
Only in America.
I can't remember what it was called, but
That's
it was
country.
you know, some artists are able to successfully relaunch their careers throughout the decades. Like Aerosmith did it. Aerosmith did it in the '90s. Meatloaf did it in the '80s and '90s. Bon Jovi has not. I don't feel is one of them.
In like the early 2000s.
Brett Michaels is one that could do it. Motley Crue transcends generations. You know, Ozzy.
Brett Michaels did it because Rock of Love.
However you do it, don't matter how you got the job done. You got it done. So.
That's like okay. Who watched I Love New York and Rock of Love, and I could really get some conversations going. What is it? Rock of Love Bus, the one that you like?
Yeah. Bon Jovi too. Okay, you got me there, Patrick Murphy. Blaze of Glory. I just introduced Kat to that song the other night too. That's. I guess you're right. That is the Bon Jovi's best attempt. But that was in the early, like that was like 93, 94, wasn't it? That was. That's a crazy.
96.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure. The good thing about you guys is that Kenner Factory was in Ohio. There's a lot of dope stuff still out there in the wild.
A boot. That's the word that I was thinking about.
A boot.
She said,
okay.
Like, what is this a boot? And she was like, oh, that sounded totally Canadian on Is This Cake?
Oh, okay. Out here in Cali, everything is hella expensive. No steals and deals here. Laugh out loud. That sucks. That really does.
That's what I was talking about. Yes.
This is just a lot of excess in the Midwest, apparently, first and foremost. But you're right that Kenner Factory being there, you know, in Ohio. But actually, the guys around Cincinnati, the guys around Dayton, they benefit far more from that than I do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which we have friends.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. The Hungry Squid. I was confused, like, who the TF is Team Resell, but I see it's the Go Snow. The Hungry Squid. Yes, it is me.
And me.
The most electrifying man in thrift entertainment. And?
Ms. Cat.
Yeah, we just rebranded our channel. We just, you know, my stage name just didn't fit anymore. You know, there's more than just me to this channel. Like I said, Kat created the logo. Kat created our end screen. She does our thumbnails.
We are definitely into cosplay. So
we do our cosplay
really
together.
Team Rocket.
And I was like, what can we do? It's like that Team Rocket thing. We're a team. Those characters fit us. It fits what we do. You know. So yeah, and I think it was just time for a rebrand. I think it'll work better in the search terms in the long run. We're getting down to the last 8 minutes, so make sure you guys get your final questions in here because we're.
And honestly, you've had Go Snow forever, and like you said, it was a rapper /
Yeah, it was a rap name / drug.
It's our past.
Drug reference, and it is what it is. It's not that anymore.
No.
Let's see what here. Patrick Murphy says 1990. See, it was earlier than that. Yeah, so I'm talking. There was a later part that Bon Jovi tried to come back in the later part of the 90s.
It was like a USA. He was wearing like a tank top.
I know. I'm talking to one where he's wearing the black suit and the black sunglasses. We have a little T-shirt in there for Stryker to wear at some point.
Yeah.
That was an early 2000s, late 99s tour.
He hasn't done any YouTube shorts in a long time.
No. He says,
why not? We want to know.
My mom and I are big Slipknot fans. Well, Darren Gaming says that you'll be in good company with Kat. She loves friggin' Slipknot. And I don't. Now, I like Corey Taylor when he sings for Stone Sour, when he's singing for Stone Sour. But other than that, that screamer music, that roaring, growling, I don't do too much of that.
Cradle. But you like Gwar?
No, I don't care for Gwar either.
Okay, but the fact that you even know of them.
Well, I mean, everybody knows Gwar, and my buddies were metalheads. That's all they listened to. My buddy Cody introduced me to Marilyn Manson. It was like, and he listened to Demu, Borgir, and death metal. So I know who these people are. I had to find some that I actually like so I could fit in. So it happened to be like Cradle of Filth. I like Cradle of Filth. I like Opeth and Mushroom Head.
Okay, you like that, but you don't like Slipknot. When they do have some
Slipknot is a total
version.
Slipknot is a total rip off of Mushroom Head. Mushroom Head was doing that mask and growling stuff before Slipknot did. They stole that gimmick from Mushroom Head. But Anyway, we
I don't know.
digress.
I like Slipknot, so
My mom knows Corey Taylor personally. That's cool. He seems like a
wow.
cool individual, and I've
Yeah.
seen him in a lot of. He does a lot of horror documentaries. He's big into the horror
Yep.
genre, so
It, that
I respect him as an artist. I
yes.
just don't like him in Slipknot. It just wasn't my style of music. So, and I think it was mostly not because of the lyrics and the growlings. It's because of the multiple percussion section. Two drums is too too friggin' much. I about did it too. But you got two sets of drums. That's just too much.
Okay, but you like a didgeridoo?
A didgeridoo? Yes, I like a didgeridoo.
I mean, I like it too. I'm just saying, like, Slipknot is good. It's like classic 90s.
Pablo Esco says, I just like the mask. The mask are a cool gimmick.
The
But
Mask are
but
cool.
if you like Slipknot's mask, then you need to go check out Mushroom Head, because Mushroom Head did it much better. So, what? Give me the look. And now when it comes to the YouTube shorts, we kind of quit doing it. I was getting hated on some for the Adidas shoes. Most certainly that was the one that got hated on the most. The
Your pants.
somebody said something. I wasn't worried about what they had to say about my jeans. That wasn't so much, but I don't know if
They hate on everything.
them flex videos.
I had fun doing them.
She has fun doing them, and I don't know what to flex. I got so much stuff, but it's like I was on the mindset of flexing banger after banger after banger. What I should have done was flexed from bigger to smaller. Now I've flexed out all my banger stuff. You know what I mean?
You totally did not.
Well, I feel that way. At least when it comes to nostalgia and toys, I can show off 3 or 4 banger jerseys. I can do that. I can make 100 videos.
Yeah.
Basically, but or
you
band
know what?
T-shirts
Well,
or.
no, your jersey video is outdated now.
I need to do another jersey video. Last 5 minutes. Make sure you get the last questions in. We've got 13 people in here tonight. 24 likes. Last 5 minutes. We are dipping out. So get them questions in. 9:35 and we're out of here.
Yeah.
I'm actually tired.
I know.
We did a lot of work today. I got up this morning, listed stuff on Poshmark, and then I went and ran for almost 5 miles. Yeah.
What you always do.
It's been a. You might be cool, but you'll never be Bruce Dickinson throwing the horns while piloting a customized 747 with the windows down. Cool. No, you don't get much cooler than that. I don't know, man. Seeing John Travolta hanging out the window of his own jet with the window down, kind of cool though too. Darren Gaming says, I got a dislike counter on 0 dislikes. Well, that's good. I wish I could say the same thing about our videos. We got like a 96.7% dislike to like ratio. It's an old meme. I'm not familiar with that meme. But we usually have at least 4 or 5 dedicated dislikers on every video, and then
X's.
maybe, but then but then some of our videos, like the video where I said I bought a rare video game at the Goodwill and sold it to Retro Rick, I had 14, 17 dislikes on that.
Really?
Well, yeah, because there's a lot of people in the world who waited all the way to that video and don't feel like the Hyperscan is a rare video game console, even though it is. I think they were probably hoping for something better. And then the same thing goes with my auction video where I bought Sega at the auction. I think that's got quite a few dislikes. And that's because, and I don't know why, but 14 or 15 dislikes on each one of those. Our Comic-Con video's got 5 dislikes to 100 likes. And at that point, if you're part of that 5%, we don't really care what you think.
Well, I mean, honestly, like, I'm not lying. It probably is X's. I have a few that won't go.
Yeah.
That stalk regularly.
Stalkers.
So, I mean, if you're gonna hate. We're having fun.
And Pablo Esco says, haters gonna hate, you got more loyal followers. I like to feel like we got a really loyal core. That's
Our
the thing.
core is the best.
And we watched the core grow.
Yes.
We went from a core of about 400 to a core of about 600, and it keeps jumping. And Kat right now, I think she said it the other day because I quit watching the core. She said it the other day. She says, I think you got a core of about 1,400 now. And so, and that means a good 20% of my followers. Of the 5,000 followers we have, a good 20% of them are watching every video beginning to end. And you can't ask for much better than that.
No, because
I just
we
need.
get it. Everybody's busy with life.
Yeah. I just need one video to pop off. That's
Yeah.
I just need one video to pop off.
I really thought it was gonna be the Team Rocket.
I thought the
one.
Comic Con would too. I really did. I thought it would get shared more. I thought that people would be typing in cosplay and that would pop up more. And it
it
did.
might.
It's not, but it's showing in the analytics that it's not getting the search traffic. You know, so and YouTube don't push it.
Analytics. Yeah, YouTube.
Let's see here.
They only push our
Virtual Fighter 4 is coming soon. Sega is alive and well. Virtual Fighter. I mean, oh yeah. Sega's still hanging around there, but they're just a software developer now, I think. That's all they do is develop software. I was never a Virtual Fighter fan anyway, and truth be told, I'm a Nintendo person over Sega any day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of too many Sega games that I felt like I don't have a Sega console because there's not enough games. I feel like I'd have to have the console to play. I got my Sonic games on.
I thought you did have the Dreamcast.
I used to have a Dreamcast. I sold to Retro Rick.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you had another one.
Mm-mm.
You sold your only one?
Well, yeah, I didn't care. I didn't play it all that much. But see, now you caused us to go over, woman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Go over of what?
Our time limit. He said, James Stalker says, hey, not all stalkers are bad. Nope, not all stalkers are bad.
James, you're not. And I'm talking about like
Weirdo exes.
Yeah.
Like from 5-6 years ago.
2017
Yeah.
ex-husband.
Still hanging around is like.
Hey, Chris, if you're watching. No.
Yeah.
Quit stalking.
So, yeah, I was never much for Sega and Virtual Fighter. Like, I played Sonic the Hedgehog, and then I got the Hyperstone Heist for Sega. I got the cartridge just because it's a Ninja Turtles game, and I'm going to keep it, but I'll never play it here. I played it on the Switch. So, what?
No, I think it's fun watching you. You're like, yeah, I got this because I'm never going to play it, but I got it.
Yeah. It goes in my Turtles collection.
Yeah.
It look good sitting on the shelf. I've played the Hyperstone Heist. I can play it on the Switch. I want that physical cartridge.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like that.
Who cares if I have a system to play it in or not? You know, it's like I got the cartridge. It looks pretty sitting up here.
Yes. Yeah.
So.
We were talking about packaging today with the Pokemon. What was it? The little ones with the black stand. I didn't think they had really good packaging.
The Tomy figures.
The Tomy figures. Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking pretty heavy into any Hasbro Pokemon carded figures. So if you guys got any out there, hit me up. We're not rich here. We like to steal some deals, but we could definitely do some trading.
Yes.
Yes.
We love to trade barter.
Well, we want to thank James Stalker for the $20 super chat, and we want to thank
And the 10 last time.
Yeah, and everybody all 15 you guys who stuck it out with us, and everybody who stopped in to at least say hi. We've had a blast tonight. Definitely had no problem keeping the conversation going. So make sure you guys all tune in tomorrow and check out the new video when it drops. I found this super crazy rare grail, and you guys are gonna love it. So. Stop in, share it. Everybody like and comment on it all at once, and let's just break YouTube.
Yes, and it means something. It's a situation that
it's a situation. A family member passed. In a very, I don't even know how to say it. It's not a good way how it went down, and you guys will see the video. And I get to go through there, and it's quite literally an American Pickers type of deal, And I find. In an old closet, I find a super rare grail, and I'm excited for you guys to see it. So make sure as soon as you guys see it drop, you got that notification on, go hit the like, get a comment, share it out there, and let's break the internet.
Thank you, James, for a great night.
Yes. Thanks for hanging out with us, all
everybody.
of you. Yep. Great show. Thanks for stopping in. Patrick Murphy, always love to see your name pop up there. James Stalker, Darren Gaming, Pablo Escobar, and the rest of you guys. We will catch you on the next live.